Hi, my name is Ben Gunning, and today I'll be presenting on sports psychology, and the sport I'll be choosing is football. So, football is a field sport and is an invasion game which is time-based, lasting 90 minutes. At most levels of football, exceeding the ages of 10, it is competitive, dynamic, and there's high amounts of pressure placed on athletes and coaches. Today, I will be providing an overview of my sports psychology program. The program will run for groups of 10 to 13-year-olds 14, 17-year-olds, and 17 and older. This program will focus not just on improving their overall ability to perform, but also will assist in developing their mental health and giving them strategies on how to cope with challenges that are yet to come. The program will look at communication skills, development of appropriate age grade group and team dynamics, theories of anxiety, and psychological skill training. What is communication? Communication is the imparting or the exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using another way. Due to there being 11 players on a team and multiple members of backroom staff, communication is very important in soccer. When communicating with 10 to 13-year-olds, communication should be general, interpersonal, with minimum interpersonal aspects. Feedback should be common, and non-verbal feedback should be commonplace. Visuals can also be very effective at this age and should be used. When talking about sensitive topics, it should not be done through the children, it should be done through a guardian or a parent. When communicating with 14 to 17-year-olds, communication should be more individualized. There should be more face to face conversations, and communication should also be more personalized. But still, when sensitive topics come up, parents should be involved as the athlete is still underage. When coaching adults, there is more factors to be taken into account. Some examples are the location of the conversation, if the communication should be done in person or via text, if the reasons for the communication are valid, or even if the communication needs to happen at all, as the athlete might come to the conclusion on their own. Due to it being more common that athletes will voice their opinions, coaches need to be able to listen and solve confrontations. This means responses have to be direct. Patience is also majorly needed when coaching adults, as de escalation could come in and be very important. Team dynamics. Team dynamics are very important for teams. Team dynamics change as events, circumstances change, and experiences develop. How athletes react to these challenges and experience develops overall team dynamics. Team dynamics and overall being involved in teams is very important for athletes in the ages of 10 to 13. This is greatly beneficial to their overall development, as it allows them to create a sense of belonging outside their familiar connections. A focus for these athletes would be to have strong and open communication with them. They will want to build team cohesion, as this will be important. It'll be done by winning games, as there's a strong correlation between athletes' perspective on performance and positive team cohesion. Overall, this will help to unite the players and allow them to perform better. Anxiety is commonplace in sports, especially in soccer. Anxiety is a feeling of worry or fear that everyone experiences at times. Many factors affect game anxiety. Some are lack of experience, location, and high intensity decision making. These aspects of anxiety can be broken down into three categories: behavioral anxiety, somatic anxiety, and cognitive anxiety. Anxiety also goes hand in hand with arousal, leading to there being benefits to anxiety. So, the first theory I'm going to be looking at on arousal and anxiety is the inverted U theory. This theory is by Yerkes Dawson Law, and it helps to look at the impact of arousal on an athlete's performance. This theory proposes that athletes have an absolute arousal peak, and after hitting this peak, further arousal is detrimental to the athlete's overall performance. In the start of this theory, when arousal is low, athletes look disinterested, while towards the far end, with or high arousal, athletes look rash. Second theory I'll be looking at is a catastrophe theory. This theory is by Hardy. It helps outline the effect of being too aroused. This is a theory that states a little bit of arousal is beneficial for performance, but after a certain amount of arousal, the performance has a sudden and drastic decline. This performance plateau cannot be recovered from. This theory focuses on less arousal can be a safe option as it can be more beneficial than pushing and hitting a major decline. My third and final theory is the individual zone of optimal function. This theory is by Hannon, and it talks about the differences from individual to individual. This model says that different athletes have different areas where they perform at their best. For an athlete to discover their area, they will have to discover it through experience, playing matches, and training. Psychological skill training in soccer. Psychological skill training in soccer refers to the practice of mental skills to enhance an athlete's performance. Throughout games and training, there's a high number of stressors that may occur. Psychological skill training helps overcome these challenges. Mental imagery and visualization allows athletes to see events before they happen by imagining them. This allows athletes to prepare and be able to react with precision in tight, intense moments. Visualization and imagery are common due to being able to do it anywhere at any time, as well as it being effective in reducing arousal in athletes. Due to the intense, high pressure situations that occur in playing soccer, coping strategies can be very useful to help maintain focus before, during, and after a game. There are many coping strategies. Some are avoidance strategies, emotion focused strategies, and problem solving strategies. These strategies can be useful and help in problem solving. Arousal regulation helps you to get into a perfect state of arousal, and it helps you to prepare athletes for a performance. Due to the previously mentioned theories of arousal can either be beneficial or detrimental to performance, and the key to optimizing your arousal is to regulate it. Arousal can be regulated in many different ways. Breathing regulations, relaxation techniques, pre-performance routines, and self-talk are all some methods that can be used to help regulate your arousal. Concentration and attention skills. Due to the length of soccer games and a constantly changing environment, athletes need to be constantly aware when playing soccer. This requires a high amount of concentration. Focus should not just be on what's in front of them. They should have a broader view of the whole game. They should be aware of everything that's going on around them. Keywords can also be used to refocus our attention, as well as refocusing actions such as cleaning boots can help us get back into the game. I believe that this program will, with the help of scientific literature, develop young athletes to be able to handle all pressures and challenges that arise through playing competitive football. It will also set guidelines on how coaches can approach coaching athletes in different age brackets, all the way from 10 years of age to senior level.